In this, we're going to cover Unit 1.4. So we're going to talk about different markets. These are the references. So now, what is a market? A market is simply any place where products are bought or sold, like a supermarket. If you want to purchase grocery, you go over there. Similarly, you have financial markets. In that case, the product that is being sold is going to be a financial product. So if you want to purchase stock, then you need the stock exchange. That is a financial market. And there are many more classifications which you will study later on. Now, market mechanism, there are basically three types of traders in financial markets. Number one, you have traders who are looking for arbitrage. Now, arbitrage is the process of buying something in one market and then selling it in another market for a risk-free profit offsetting position. So basically, there is going to be no risk involved, no investment, and you're going to get a sure profit out of it. Arbitrage is possible only when there is a market inefficiency or when two similar products are priced differently in different markets. So it is not that easy to make such a profit, but yes, if there are market inefficiencies, it is possible to do so. Then you have people who want to just hedge their risk. So they are not looking for maximum return. They simply want to reduce the risk of their investment by making offsetting investment in forward. And then lastly, you have speculators. Speculators basically bet on the future price movement. So they're going to look at the news and the information, and then they're going to try to predict what is going to happen in the future and take a position accordingly. For example, if you assume that the gold price is going to increase, you're going to purchase gold right now in the hope that when it increases, you can sell it at the higher price. That means you're speculating on the gold price. Now, speculators, they are risk-taking investors and they prefer liquid assets. Now, let's go into the different types of markets. So you have the physical asset market versus the financial asset market. The physical asset market is also called the tangible or the real asset market. Basically, it is the market, normal market that you are aware of. So the market of computers, machinery, a supermarket, these are all physical asset markets because the product sold over there is tangible or you could say real. So you can see it, you can touch it, you can feel it. Whereas financial markets, they deal with financial products. So they do not deal with tangible assets. So if you purchase a stock, you're just going to get a stock certificate. It is just a piece of paper. Basically, you are purchasing the future cash flows that that stock is going to give to you. Whereas if you purchase a house, you're going to get a house. So that is the difference between both of them. So financial market, they can deal with stocks, bonds, notes, mortgages, and many other products. Now we're going to discuss the money and the capital market. The money market is a market for short-term and highly liquid debt securities. Generally, by short-term, we mean less than 1 year. Now, because the treasurer is entrusted in maintaining the liquidity of the business, they want to invest in such assets that can be easily converted into cash. Money market is very important for them. They prefer to invest in the money market because whenever they require cash, they can easily convert that asset into cash. Whereas capital markets are markets for intermediate or long-term debt and corporate stocks. And generally by intermediate, we mean 1 to 10 years, and long-term means even more than 10 years. So if the business wants to invest money for a long duration, then they're going to go for the capital market for investment purposes. Then you have primary and secondary markets. Now, primary markets are the markets in which corporations raise new capital. The corporation selling the newly created stock receives the proceeds from the sale in a primary market transaction. Basically, primary market is when the money is going directly to the corporation. So for example, if the corporation issues shares in the market for the first time, they're doing an initial public offering, then that is a primary market transaction because the shares are being issued for the first time. They're using it to raise new capital, and the money is going to go to the corporation. Whereas once the shares are in the market, the investors can still trade with them in the stock exchange. But now the investors are trading amongst themselves. So that is your secondary market. It has nothing to do with the corporation. You are selling your share to another investor is selling their share to you. So that is a secondary market transaction. The corporation is out of the equation now, and it is being done for already issued shares in the market. Those are not new shares now. Are markets in which existing already outstanding securities are traded among investors. Then you have the spot and the future market. Now, the spot market are markets in which assets are bought or sold on the spot, literally within a few days. So the transaction takes place at the moment, and then the delivery is also made at the moment. The delivery can take a few days, but basically the transaction is happening right now. Whereas in the future markets, are markets in which participants agree today to buy or sell an asset at some future date. So the purchase is not going to happen right now in a future market. You make an agreement to make the purchase, let's say 3 months from now. Whereas in the spot market, you're going to make the purchase right now, and you might get delivery in 2 to 3 days, or you might even get delivery in 2 months' time. But the purchase is happening right now in the spot market, whereas in the future market, you're going to make the purchase later on, but you have agreed to make the purchase right now. Then you have the private markets and the public markets. So private markets are where transactions are negotiated directly between two parties. So there is no intermediary in the middle. Directly, two parties are negotiating amongst themselves. This happens usually with big corporations and even with investment banks. So a business usually has a direct transaction with an investment bank. Now, public markets are where standardized contracts are traded on organized exchanges. So if you're buying shares on the stock market, those are going to be standardized shares. You cannot negotiate a different form of dividend from it. Whatever is available on the stock exchange, you have to purchase that. Similarly, if you're purchasing bonds, you cannot negotiate that I want a different coupon rate. Whatever coupon rate is being offered, you also have to purchase that. So there is no there is standardization in your public markets, whereas over here you can negotiate according to your own needs what type of a security you want. But private markets are going to be for big players only.